Hey y'all, Kelly Whitney here, back with another thing older Black women should tell younger Black women but don't. Lesson for today: learn how to be alone. I am somebody who really enjoys her own company. I have always been like that. I think they call it being an introvert. I don't know about that. I never try to really pay too much attention to labels because there's always an exception. The thing that I like about being alone or being an introvert is when there's not a lot of noise, I can hear what I want. I can hear what I think. And it's easier for me to make decisions because I can filter out everybody else's this, that, and the other and really focus in on what matters, how I feel, what I want, what resources I have available to use for this, that, or the other, and then I can come up with a plan. When I'm in company with other people and everybody's got an opinion and everybody's got this, that, or the other going on, I have too many problems trying to think, trying to focus, and trying to make decisions because other people's opinions are great in context. Other people's opinions may have weight if you trust that person and if they have some knowledge of whatever it is that you're trying to do. But too often people have an agenda and people come with a lot of extraneous information that may not be useful in that moment. That comes across as noise, and that noise prevents you from thinking clearly a lot of times, I find. Another thing that I think is really beneficial about being alone is when I'm alone, that's when I can really tune into who I am. Being alone has helped me to love myself more. I've always had kind of an eclectic style. You can see it. I'm wearing purple bubble wrap on camera right now. But let me tell you something about this purple bubble wrap. I wore this outfit and it's a two-piece. It has a skirt. I wore this to Cider Fest recently. Y'all, I couldn't go 2 damn feet without somebody, oh, I love your outfit. Oh, I love your outfit. Oh, I love your outfit. By the same token, somebody else had just said to me, that's weird. Shut up. Nobody cares what you think. I've almost come to believe that weird is like a low-key compliment, okay? At least to me it is, because I've been weird my whole life and don't give a shit, okay? When you're alone and you dial into what you want and how you feel and what you like, because you have the time and the peace to consider what you like, you might find that your style is also eclectic, but it's been overridden by a lot of noise and opinions from other people. And other people's opinions can be really heavy. Other people's information, when it's unwarranted, it can keep you from focusing. You see what I'm saying? If I listen to other people, for instance, my mother, who always has an opinion about everything that I'm wearing, I would just be in Ellen Tracy shirt dresses and sheaths all the time. And it would never be textured. It would never be brightly colored. It would be a bunch of fucking paisley patterns and old lady shit. While I am getting up there in years, I don't need to look it. You feel what I'm saying? But that's what happens when you don't dial into who you are. That's part of the value in being alone, is that you can really get to know who you are. Being alone is when I have come up with some of my best ideas. When I'm calm and it's quiet and I'm thinking about what it is that I want to do next, or pondering a problem, or noodling out if the situation was complicated and there might be some feelings that I need to unpack. Being alone is when you can do that. Women who can't be alone, they end up in trouble a lot of times. They attract the wrong types of people, or they hold on to the wrong types of people too long because they can't stand to be by themselves. And that's dangerous because men a lot of times can smell that on you. They'll be like, oh, well, she's a people pleaser. She can't stand to be by herself. I can do her any kind of way and she'll take it because she just wants me to be around. Miss me with that. And friends can be the same way. They know you can't stand to be alone. People will pull it. People will do all kinds of whole shit if they know you have a glitch or something that's not quite right, or a weakness. That's a good way for you to identify who's right and wrong in your life. The people who take advantage of perceived weaknesses. And sometimes being alone can help you suss out who's in and who should be out. You see what I'm saying? Being alone is not a bad thing. Not at all. So don't be afraid of it. Being in company is also a wonderful thing if it's the right company. Being around people is a very natural thing to want. And if you do somehow get lonely, go find some people somewhere. Go where there's a crowd. Chit chat with people at a bar. You don't have to get drunk. You can just sit at the bar and have your little cocktail, or you may even have cranberry juice or whatever, and just chit chat with people. Do what you need to do so that you don't feel lonely, but please don't be afraid to be alone. Society will will have you thinking that a woman who's alone is always lonely. I'm not really a lonely person, and I spend a lot of time alone. I'm not lonely. Lonely is a whole other mindset. You see what I'm saying? So don't allow societal pressure or societal expectations for the amount of company that you should keep to put you in a situation where you're in bad company just to avoid being alone. There's nothing wrong with being alone. Nothing. Having said that, I hope you find some good friends to spend time with. I think a lot of times older Black women don't tell younger Black women that it's okay to be alone because they haven't mastered the art of being alone. It takes time sometimes, especially if you have grown up with the idea that being alone is lonely and therefore is a bad thing, which is not the case. And I think a lot of times older Black women have really internalized that societal norm of saying that a woman who's alone is problematic or there's something wrong with her. And that's a trap. That's just some nonsense that somebody is trying to put on you to make you go out and find a man and end up hooked up with the wrong person just for the sake of being hooked up. It's crazy. These are the games that people play in society to try to control you and put you in a box where they're comfortable with you. A woman who's not afraid to be alone, society considers her to be very, very dangerous. I have no idea why. But that's what I wanted to put on your mind today. I hope y'all come back for the next video.